We all know why you're here. Are you tired of losing Slap Royale so much to the many teamers, sweats, and looters in there? Well, this video is for you. I am here to educate you on how you can get good at Slap Royale. This video is a tutorial and detailed way to snag some wins and or possibly get gloves like Detonator. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start off with probably the biggest thing people want, Detonator. Detonator requires killing 15 people or more in a single round and also winning that same round. To skilled players, this is probably not the biggest issue to get. You just got to be skilled and lucky, which really isn't that hard to be. But for the people who are wanting Detonator, this is a really big problem and very hard to get, which is why Detonator is deemed one of the hardest gloves in the game to get ever. Now, do keep in mind, there are a few reasons why Detonator's rounds do go south. There can be a multitude of reasons why it goes south, but there are two very important factors that I listed out. Those two being the player count and the loot that players have. The player count is capped at 30 for a server, and sometimes people will just leave the queue during the intermission before the round starts, which lessens your chances because, keep in mind, you need 15 kills to get Detonator, and you need to win that same round. And it can also drop rapidly if you are struggling to get kills. This is what can cause people to get 14 kill rounds and not 15. Also, another important thing to do is always take the player count and minus it by 1. You count toward the player count. Don't get fooled in thinking that you'll get Detonator when in reality you won't. For loot, the best bet that you have to do is just find the counters to the loot. Heals aren't that big of an issue. All you need to do is just stall. For other pieces of loot, just see if you can find their counters. Every single piece of loot has their own counter to it. I'm not going to list them, but if you can figure them out, then you should be good to go. Now, for actually getting Detonator, use Faculty. No questions asked. It's the better option here, but if you really don't like Faculty, then you can use Power Pack-a-Punch. They're the better alternatives compared to Faculty. Now, if you can manage to get 13 kills or more in the final 3, it's a guaranteed Detonator victory. Just make sure to kill them as fast as possible so they don't leave or die to each other. But if you have more than 15 kills, then you should be good to go. Another thing for Detonator is to look for loot when you can. Spotting any loot aside from the meteors can be pretty beneficial. Also, be very careful if someone has better stats like health than you. You only get 10 plus HP every single kill since it's Faculty. So yeah, just be very careful because you can die pretty easily. Now we can just talk about winning in general. You can use any glove you'd like to win. It does not matter. If you have a preferred glove, you can use it. Just make sure you know how to use it properly to win. Players use many techniques and strategies to get advantages over players. That's why there is a special tech in the game called flicking. I'm sure a lot of you know about it. Here's a detailed description. If a player is either to the each side or behind you, you will want to quickly pan your camera to the person, like the beginning of a camera flick, hit them with your glove, mid-hit, immediately turn to the direction you want them to go, or to your previous camera pan. This is very useful in most situations. There are many other types of flicking like back flicking or weirder flicks, but overall, flicking is very good. Another thing people do is baiting. Baiting is essentially wanting the player to try and hit you. Now you may think this is bad, but let me finish. You will want to dodge their hit and then hit them right back once their glove is in end lag, which should give a guaranteed hit if you pull it off correctly. If people try to bait you instead, the thing you really want to do is just put pressure on them, or you can just rush them down and catch them off guard. Those two work flawlessly. But if you master flicking and baiting fluently, you should be in good hands for winning. You can also use this for Detonator rounds too. And that's it. That's my tutorial. If you guys would like any more tutorials, feel free to let me know in the comments, or you could just simply like, so that way I can make more tutorials. Feel free to join my Discord server for previews and to talk with many others. Also, if you would kindly subscribe, it would mean everything to me. I am very close to 500 subscribers, and it would mean everything to me to have that amount. I would also love to say thank you so much on the recent support on the latest video. It means the world to me to have such a big amount of views on that video. So without further ado, I would love to conclude this video. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you the best in Slap Royale. Have a great day. Thank you.